don't even know the real me anymore. I can't even show how I feel. I hit the floor, I'm talking rock bottom, my feelings I've fought 'em. I can't believe it's come to this, 'cause I need a grip on reality. Yeah, yeah, now I wanna feel some sensitivity. I'm here.
Hey guys, today I'm doing a makeup tutorial on this look. I'm going to call it the Smokey cat eye look because I did the oldest trick in the book to get cat eyes, which is doing the sticky tape trick, which you will see later on in the video if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I think it's a really fun, sexy look. Instead of just doing all black, you're kind of gradiating the colours from light into dark in the outer corner and smudging it out. It looks like complicated, like the shading and the blending when you're looking at it now, but as you'll see in the video, it's really sloppy, really messy, and that's how you'll get this look. I was watching this very, very old video of Jaclyn Hill's last night, which is a Smokey cat eye, so this is kind of my interpretation on how she did that look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to know how to recreate this look, then keep on watching.
So I'm using NYX's eyeshadow base and skin tone to prime my eyelids all the way from lid to brow and underneath the lower lash line as well. This is going to help all the shadows that we use in this tutorial to stay in place, and the colours that we're going to be using will also appear to be much more vibrant and pigmented as well. Then I'm just going to use a roll of sticky tape. Any kind of sticky tape will do. I'm going to take a little piece of that and put it on the back of my hand first to remove the majority of the stickiness. And once I've done that, I'm going to put it on the angle of my eye. So put it right underneath your lower lash line, like how you would do kind of a wing eyeliner, going from the tip of your lower lash line up to the tip of the end of your brow. So I'm going to do that on both eyes and make sure that they look quite similar to each other, that they're as equal as I can get them. And then I'm using the e.l.f. Au Naturel Beauty Book palette that has 48 colours in it, and I'm going to use this really nice medium kind of warm toned brown eyeshadow. I use this as a transition colour every single day. I'm using that on a big fluffy brush, and you can toss this very messily into your crease. You can do it a little bit above, a little bit on the lid. It does not have to be perfect. This isn't your crease colour, it's just a transition colour to help the other shadows blend, so just be extremely messy with this. Then using the same palette, I'm going to take this nice ivory champagne toned eyeshadow, and I'm going to take that on an angled brush, and I'm going to apply this in the inner half of my lid as well as the inner half of my brow. So all the way from lid to brow in the inner half of your eye, because you want this inner part of your eye to be bright. Then I'm using the Maybelline eyeshadow in 850. It's a nice matte black eyeshadow. I'm taking that on a small little pencil dome brush, and I'm going to apply this right like how you would apply a wing eyeliner, but make sure that it's touching the sticky tape, so when you go ahead and remove the sticky tape later, you're not going to have jagged ends. So just like how you would apply gel liner or any liner, as long as you have a nice wing, just put it a little bit on your lid as well, and the rest will go like how you would do a wing, like I said. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to blend it out with the next colour anyway, and the colour we're using is going to be a nice greyish plummy toned brown eyeshadow on another crease dome brush. This is just a bigger one than the other one that we just used, and I'm going to put this right over the top and blending it a little bit more towards the inner half of my eye as well. Like I said, I start off in the on my lid, and then I move up to my crease a little bit, but you're not going to put this all the way in your crease. You're going to stick to the outer half of your eye. Mainly with these cat eye looks, you want the inner part of your eye to be light and the outer part of your eye to be dark. So that's what we're trying to achieve here. Now you want to keep going back and forth with this step, going back in with the black, doing that wing, going back in with the other brown, blending it out. You're going to go back and forth between the two until you're happy with the intensity of it. So like I said, blending it very messily, and I'm using quite a light hand. You can see I'm holding the brush quite far back, so that will make it appear much more feathered out, which is what you want for this look. Then I'm using the same lid shade on that same angled brush that we used to highlight underneath my brows and blend it into the other colours as well, just a little bit. Now for the fun part, we removed the sticky tape, so you can see it makes a nice crisp line, which is perfect for cat eyes. This is the trick that everyone takes to get these cat eyes, so leave it as that, don't touch anything. Then I'm using the Rimmel Scandaleyes eye kohl. The colour I'm using is black, and I'm going to use this to very messily line my upper lash line because we're going to smudge it out anyway and apply a gel line on top of that. So just apply this messily on your top lash line. Then taking that same pencil brush with no additional product, I'm going to just smudge out this gel liner. I used a gel liner because it's creamier, therefore it's easier to smudge rather than a liquid and stuff like that. Sorry, I used a pencil liner. Forget that. Anything like a pencil, something that's creamy to work with. So just blend that out and smudge it out. Then I'm going in with the Maybelline Eye Studio Lasting Drama Gel Liner. The color that I'm using is black. I'm taking that on a small angled brush and I'm just applying my eyeliner like I usually would. You can skip this step if you're happy with the pencil liner by itself, but I find this has a little bit more intensity. And I am doing a small little wing because it will emphasize the cat eyes even more. You can skip the wing, but I think it's just a little touch that makes the cat eye a little bit more special. And then with my hands, I'm wiping away any fallout underneath my eyes. I'm sorry about the lighting, I'm still trying to work with it, but I used some Garnier BB Cream in Light. I'm taking that on a paintbrush, foundation type brush. I find that using this brush for BB cream is the best. It gives me the best finish and the best coverage. I know this looks quite light, but once I blend it down my neck and blend it in with the powders and the bronzer and everything, it's fine in the end. This BB cream has like oil control in it and it really does work. I don't have to put that much powder on, and throughout the day I don't get as oily as I do when I use my L'Oreal True Match foundation. So I haven't used that foundation ever since I got this BB cream, so it's a miracle, really. Absolutely love it. This is going to be my bestie in summer, and I know that. And I'm using a little bit more just to conceal because I'm not using a concealer. If you want to see an in-depth review on how I use this BB cream, then please let me know. Then I'm using the e.l.f. Under Eye Concealer and Highlighter Duo. I'm only going to use a concealer because this color is very light, so it doubles up as a highlighter as well. I'm going to apply this underneath my eyes just a little bit and with my fingers because my fingers have enough warmth in it, so it really lets the product melt into my skin and doesn't look cakey. So I'm just going to first rub it around to where I want it to be placed, and then I'm going to pat so that my fingers don't steal like half of the product that I'm using. Now to set my whole face, the concealer, under my eyes, everything like that, I'm using the Maybelline Dream Matte Powder in medium. I'm taking that on a small kabuki brush and I'm going to use this, like I said, to set my whole face. I don't think that it's a necessity because of this BB cream and the oil control, but I like to just have a little bit of extra protection so I don't have to like touch up throughout the day. So this is optional. If you are dry skinned, I would skip this step. Then I'm going to take the Rimmel Scandaleyes eye kohl again in black, the one we used before. I'm using this to line my waterline. This will just help to darken up the look and make it a little bit more dramatic. And you want this look to be dramatic. So just pull that little flap of skin and whatever comes out, just line that with this eyeliner. Then I'm taking an angled brush it's a clean brush, and I'm just going to smudge out whatever liner has fallen underneath my waterline. I'm just going to smudge that out. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to smudge even further with another brush that we're going to use. And make sure to join that up to the outer wing of your top lash line as well. And then with that pencil brush with no additional product, I'm going to smudge out even more. The more you smudge, the more feathered and blended out this looks, the better it will be in the end. Then I'm using the Maybelline Falsies and Maybelline Mega Plush Mascara. I'm going to mix them two together. I'm using the Mega Plush Mascara first. I'm going to use this to line my top, to put mascara on my top lashes and 1 coat of that on my bottom lashes. Then I'm going in with the Maybelline Falsies mascara and just doing 1 coat of that only on my top lashes, and I'm going back in with the Mega Plush mascara and doing 1 more coat of that just on my top lashes. This gives me such a false eyelash effect. You can use false lashes, I just don't feel the need to. Then I'm using the W7 bronzer. It's just called the bronzer. I'm using that on a contouring brush. And I'm going to use this to contour my cheekbones, so to define them a little bit more. When I'm doing very dramatic eyes, I do extra contouring, so it defines my face and sculpt it out really nicely. I'm also going to use this bronzer to warm up my temples and my forehead as well. Then I'm using the BYS blush. The color that I'm using is Coral, and I'm going to take that on an angled blush brush. I like using a coral blush when I do dramatic eyes just because pink can kind of be a little bit overboard, so using coral will mute it down a little bit more. And I'm going to first apply this on the apples of my cheeks and feather it back and work it into my temples as well. Then I'm using the Revlon Mineral Finishing Powder in 010. I'm taking that on another small powder brush, and I'm going to use this to highlight the bridge of my nose, my chin, the inner parts of my forehead, right above my eyebrows and my cheekbones, and I'm also going to take a little bit on my finger and just highlight my Cupid's bow as well. Then I'm taking 2 lip products today. I'm using the Rimmel Apocalypse Lip Lacquer in Nude Eclipse, and I'm taking the NYX Lip Gloss in Sugar Pie. I'm going to mix them together. I'm using the Rimmel one first, and then I'm going to put the NYX one on top because the Rimmel one doesn't really have much of a shine, so that's why I'm using the NYX one. And that's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone!